Just a minute, they moved some of the Zoom controls again, so I just gotta. All right, you should be good to go, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we can call the meeting to order at 7:01. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and we could do roll call.
Commissioner Gillen.
Here.
Here.
Oh, hi.
Hunter is online, yes.
Commissioner Lindsay,
Here.
Commissioner Lucas,
Here.
Commissioner Mankey. Chairman Rennie,
Here.
Commissioner Rio,
Here.
Commissioner Rosa, Commissioner Selly, Commissioner Wilshire,
Here.
Commissioner Gallivan, Commissioner Selly.
Here.
For Selena.
Sure.
You're good.
You're all set.
Thank you so much. All right, can we have a approval of the minutes? Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes.
All right.
Second that motion.
And we got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstaining? All righty then. Okay, public participation. Do we have anyone that would like to say anything?
There's no one online.
No one else online? All righty. Next up is our Chamber of Commerce report. So we do have Kathy here, but we also have the Executive Vice President of the Chamber here, right? So if either of you would like to tell us anything that the Chamber's got going on, let us know.
I am happy to hand it off. We saw each other at 8 o'clock this morning at the chamber meeting.
Oh, there you go.
I think the big thing right now is the bingo on January 30th. So they have moved it to the Portuguese Hall, which allows us to have quite a few more people. Very exciting. $30 a seat, $270 for a table of 10. So you buy 9, get 1 free.
Mhm.
And
Good prizes, and I hear the bingo caller is pretty cool too.
you know what? I was so
Okay,
excited to see you.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
Definitely. It should be a lovely setting. What else should we bring up about the chamber?
Just that we're experiencing incredible membership growth, which is wonderful. So that means that some of our cottage industry businesses and some of our brick and mortar businesses are stepping up and joining the chamber, want to be more involved in the business aspect of our community, which is great.
Investing in it. It's awesome. Good turnout today.
Excellent.
I'm just curious, how many businesses are members of the Chamber of Commerce?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
If you don't know the answer,
I
it's
don't
fine.
know the answer off the top of my head. I will get that answer for you. I'll make a
I'll
text.
see if I can look up while we're talking. There might be.
I was more of just a curiosity on my
Yeah.
part. It's, you know,
If I had to rough estimate it, I would say 225.
okay.
Would
Just the
you,
current.
would you go close to there?
I would say that. I'm
Because I
trying to
feel
guess-
like we used to be at 200,
Yeah,
and I feel like maybe they might have a little bit more, so maybe just north of 200 or around 200.
No, that's really good. That's impressive. A lot of businesses just, you know, in a town the size of Newington.
Mhm. Yes. All right, cool. Are you guys all set, or
I
did you
should know
wanna
that.
go over anything else?
Director of membership, I should know that.
that's it for me, I think.
Can't
Okay.
always know everything.
Anything else? Are you good?
I'm just waiting for that number, but
Okay, cool.
I saw something flit across the screen where there's about 200, but let me see if I can find a real number. There, it might be on the website. I'll take a look.
Or if you want to text Leslie and just say, what kind of number should I give out? That's all good. All right, so on to our old business. So welcome letter. So should we kind of tell everybody what we were doing with the welcome letters? Miss Gail had given us a great idea to send out a few different types of letters. So one, as like anniversary letters, so people that had been with us for a really long time.
So it wasn't really necessarily on an anniversary, but just businesses. that have been
Thank
here
you.
for 30 years.
Yes, so classic. Also then so that's what
Vintage.
we've been focusing on is the classics to try to get the whole thing off the ground. And then we would like to send letters to businesses that just open in town, welcoming them. Or businesses that have, been here eventually we could get to the milestones kind of thing, but we've been doing classics. Eric's been lucky enough to help us organize and manage that whole thing. And we were trying as a committee to all take a few businesses, so that the letters weren't just all the same. So it had a little
Flavor.
humanity behind it. And, we want them to know that we really do appreciate that. I mean, Mortensen's, what did they just change that number to? 112 years, 111 years they've been in Newington? Wow. Yeah, they just changed that banner. So we've been sending letters out like that. So Eric, do you want to let us know where we're at with that?
So I sent out the original 16 we got done, and we probably have at least that many that are still hanging out there that I was waiting for from various
Perfect.
people.
We'll get there. We'll get
I
there.
can send out another list of the ones we're waiting for.
I was
Since
gonna
we have a
say,
bunch
yeah,
of new
now that we
members.
have some new people, and maybe everybody can, take a couple off there, and Eric's just really looking for like 3 to 4 sentences.
And they will mail them out for us. So
And-
he's been addressing them. If we just email them to him, he will.
Yeah, I put them in a format. If you just put some bullet points, and a lot of this you can grab off of their website. Some probably people, you guys know some of them personally, so you can just throw some stuff in there, and it's kind of a formish type of letter, but it's tailored to each business that we send out. So,
Yeah, please.
Some people are no longer on the committee that had signed it, so maybe it's a good idea if Eric sends out the ones that we're waiting for, and everybody sign up.
Yes.
The new membership in particular,
Yeah.
and there's template up there that Eric just sent you what it
Yep.
looks like. But we really need to put it like. This, some of them have been assigned like 6 months ago.
yes, I would love to get them out by the end of January, just so we can clear the deck with those and move on to the welcome letters for the businesses that opened in 2025, that we can get those out. And then we'll get more on a time frame each January. We can push out letters to new businesses and, other ones that hit that 30-year mark or whatever, we can start putting out those classic letters. So,
Awesome. So if everybody can look out for that email from Eric and maybe grab 2 or 3, and we'll probably be done with it.
great.
Should be
Sounds
easy.
good.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Anything else on the welcome letters then? Does that clear that up?
So no,
Something
not,
nice we were trying to do for the businesses, just
Make
a
them
little
feel
extra.
appreciated.
Yeah. And it's Jonathan, the
town manager signs
the
it,
town manager is the one that signs it. That's who it's actually like coming from. So,
but it's on economic development letterhead.
there we go. All right, cool. So the passport program, probably after this, we could probably take that off the agenda for a
Okay.
minute. I don't even know if I have anything else to report other than the fact that you guys were all here. So this was the second year that we did the passport program. It did grow from year 1 to year 2. Year 1, we didn't do any tracking. We were loosey-goosey, just trying to figure this thing out. And year 2, we did some more tracking on it. So we labeled each one, like we stamped it so that when they got returned, we knew even like where it originated from. Like, did they pick it up at the community room or did they pick it up at Yanni's? So we know exactly where those are coming from. So we know next year, we definitely need to have better conversations with where we leave these, because I think it's also up to the businesses to help us spread the word on this, get people excited about it, see if it's something that people want to do. Cause a couple of places I would go in like a weekend and say, hey, do you guys need any more? And they're like, oh, let me see where those even are.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
where did they put them?
Okay, got it. So it's great that they're willing to stamp for us, but we also want a little help promoting the whole thing
And that,
too.
that happens in the fall.
That, we've been doing it around Small Business Saturday. So this year we did it 3 weeks. We had 3 weekends included on it. We don't really want to do it any longer. We feel like we don't want to encroach on the businesses any more than like 3 weeks. We can't really ask them to do it longer than, like, how long are you gonna be stamping, right? So we did it for 3 weeks. I think it was November 15th to the 30th.
Yeah.
And then because our meeting was the first Wednesday of December, we called the winners here.
Yep. Okay.
And announced them.
Yeah.
But we did it as something to help support small business. And it was like kind of a fun time, like, you know, a lot of people have that weekend off for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday and stuff. So this way they had the 2 weekends before to get it going. And then the last weekend to really get out there. So we had a good amount of people. And so how many businesses did we have on there this year?
I don't know.
I can't remember. off the
Hunter
top.
has his hand raised too, by the way, so.
Okay.
Oh,
Ask
yes,
Hunter, and I'll
please.
look it up because I have it.
I don't know where I was going. So Hunter, please.
Yeah,
Please talk.
just something I wanted to bring up for continued, tracking and things like that is having some kind of printout that we can give to businesses that is a like post passport. It's going to be a tongue twister. Post passport survey saying like, how did it go? Did you need this? How many people did you see come through? And then allowing them to put in contact information if they want to do it again next year, so that we have a list that we can just send a note out to. We don't even have to necessarily like go to place to place to place. We can just already know, okay, so-and-so's in because they sent us an email or we sent out an email saying, hey, are you interested?
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can put together like a little something. Kathy just showed me we had 43 businesses on there this year. And we got 30 passports in, but because we do, if you get for every 6 businesses you get entered in to another drawing. We had 90 entries because some people like filled up the card, which was pretty cool. So yeah.
In terms of that passport program,
Mhm.
so I saw them a few places in town. So is that very similar to what the chamber had
Yes.
4 or 5 years ago?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you guys okay.
Yeah, we just expanded it so that this way it's any business in Newington.
Yeah, definitely expanded. Good.
And and then all the prizes were just donated. We didn't have to buy anything left. The first year we bought some because we were a little scared to ask people for things. But we got over that and we had a lot of things donated. I know you know that wasn't me. I wasn't scared to ask anybody for anything. But yeah, so we got a lot of things donated this year and yeah, so we matched them up. We had 7 different winners. No, what did we do? I'm sorry, I was sick all last week. I'm still like trying to get back to life, and we went over this at the last meeting. I was just trying to give you guys a glimpse at it. So the other things I would do differently is we definitely should do some more signage, like every place, like when you walk into the business, you should know that they're a part of it. Like we should have something on the window and things like that. So hopefully next year, that's where we'll get to.
And that could be something to incorporate into your printing costs or some, signs for the businesses.
Yep. Totally. Do you guys have any other questions about the passport? We probably won't talk about it again until the end of the year. That's cool. Cool.
Good to me.
Cool. But yeah, I think it's a really fun, it's like a lot of families do it together and just an excuse for people to get out and go to the different businesses. So, yeah. The Hobby Odyssey. So unfortunately, our friend Jonathan is not here and he was kind of the lead man on that. I do need to check back with him because the last time I spoke with him, he didn't know if he was going to be able to continue on the EDC. He may be going to law school.
Yeah, let's go to law school.
Yes, yes.
Exciting. I didn't know that.
So, so basically the Hobby Odyssey was Jonathan's idea. And it grew out of COVID where people kind of went into their own little silos, right? So he was like, now that we're out of COVID and we want to bring the community together, the Hobby Odyssey was kind of like, we had a couple different ways that we were thinking about it. Hunter, feel free to jump in to help me out with the Hobby Odyssey. But there were a couple different ways we were thinking about it. It could either be like, basically for the month of February, the hobby is yoga, right? So anywhere in the town that yoga was happening, that should be promoted, and yoga people should, do you know what I mean? Like something like that. And then it could go all the way to, if you like wine, well, are the restaurants going to do something? Because this month is for the wine lovers, and to try to bring those people together, utilizing the businesses. So bringing the businesses and the community together as part of those things. But it would kind of come from the town to help support that. So then with that idea, it kind of goes into the town branding, because then we were like, we can't really do the Hobby Odyssey unless we're able to promote. And unfortunately, we have found on this committee that our hands get tied with the town website and things like that. They have been great to like put the passport up there and things like that, but it gets a little hairy with what kind of access we have to the website. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, like we can't even have a social media. Like we're not allowed to have like an Newington Economic Development Facebook group or anything like that.
Why is that not allowed?
Government.
Okay.
There's a social
Controls my
media
own.
policy. We don't have like an administrator that vets anything getting posted.
Gotcha.
And they just, they don't want it to get
Anything.
hijacked or whatever, and people just start posting.
Anything.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
So that's been really hard with a lot of the things that we're trying to do. So like to promote the passport, we kind of have to do it through our businesses and through all the other businesses that help us do the passport. The library was really great about that this year. They were able to post on social media for us because the library was part of the passport. But other than that, it's really hard to kind of do things. So Hunter has come in, and this is kind of jumping to the town branding now. But Hunter has, with what he does on a day-to-day basis, kind of trying to do like a visitor page, or I don't know. Hunter, do you want to speak on any of this?
Sure.
Help me out a little.
So hello to all the new faces. I'll make sure to be in person next time to kind of introduce myself. But essentially the town branding, if we're moving over to that, is looking to have a tourism focused Newington page and marketing campaign in some capacity. This is something that I've done. I'm a brand manager as my day job. So we help oversee marketing for various different entities, including towns. And so this is something we've done in the past and I think is really helpful. So looking to have dedicated pages for promoting our businesses and living here and working here and showing, what Newington has to offer on a more economic scale, since that is what we do here as the Economic Development Committee. So we've been going through that process for about a year now or so, and I've put together a logic model based on advice from the various different parties that be, and so trying to move that forward. I'll share it, or I can share it later on with you guys. I'm having trouble finding the document that I had, but just going through what's required and the budget within that, and what the long-term goals and what the short-term goals are. And I believe I was looking through the notes. It seems like we're on sort of next steps from that logic model. Eric, I don't know if we need to set up a time with Sonia. Is that the best way to go forward?
Yeah, probably do, if you've got especially if you've collated some data from the passport, I don't know if you're going to try and utilize that as well. I know you're working on a couple different models. So I think once we get that ready, we can certainly circle back with Sonia and try and move that forward. And then when you get even some footing, like I think Paul talked about a few months ago, once you get an idea, you know, then we can perhaps get a presentation to council on that and see if they buy in, then move forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Sonia is a grant writer for the town. So we basically said, we have all these great ideas, so we're gonna need, so we need a grant writer. So they hooked us up with Sonia, and she's been helping us kind of work through all of our ideas and things, including the passport, the Hobby Odyssey, and the town branding, to see if there's any kind of grants that could help cover things like that. Especially like the town branding, like for a website for the town, not visitor, what am I,
Tourism or social.
thank you, perfect, that's exactly what I was trying to think of, the tourism aspect of the town, so some kind of grant for that, would be great, so.
Just out of
But we
curiosity.
haven't gotten very far with that, we're on the planning.
Part of the problem is we're a volunteer committee and we keep
Mm.
talking about the fact that we should have an economic
Thank
development director, whether it's full or part-time. I know, we have to start making noise.
Just a quick question.
Totally.
Interaction with the EDC, with the town manager's office, is that on a monthly basis? Does he participate in these meetings? And if so, how frequently?
So he has been here before. From what I get, it seems like he at least watches the meetings. So I know he knows what's going on.
He does check in
Um,
with me.
He's very
And he
responsive.
checks
to
in with
us.
them. He has, he's come to a few of our meetings, but not as
On a
often, but
consistent
I know
basis,
that
not a
he's,
regular
I believe
basis.
he's watched like all the meetings, yeah. But it's mostly Eric and working with, I just called him yesterday. Paul, thank you, the town planner.
But he's available to us. He's very responsive. He's very helpful.
Yes.
Yes, if you guys wanted him here, I could see when he may be available to attend. a meeting.
That's the other, we haven't really asked him to come back, but if he's always welcome, obviously.
I solely ask because I know that he used to come to these meetings 4 or 5 years ago.
He used to run the meeting,
Yeah.
kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So, at this point in the game, they put it into Eric's lap.
Yeah.
And then, but we have been trying to speak up and say that we'd like some kind of director, or if there's gonna be a marketing person for the town or something, we'd love to support all of their efforts and things like that. Or if there's another role, I don't know, whatever that person's called, we'd like someone to run with these things, is what it is. If that makes sense.
It does. I have a comment.
Sure.
I was in attendance last month, even though I wasn't officially sworn in yet. And I have to say, I was very impressed with Hunter's presentation and the information gathered. And to me, coming in, I used to be on the committee a while ago. And we didn't get much done then. But when I listened last week and the energy I feel in the room, feels to me like we have a real opportunity to do some very good things here. And I applaud all the work that's been done. I love all this stuff. It feels like the branding, tourism approach should be a huge priority. And I would encourage all of us to help move that along as much as we can. I know Hunter's probably got a series of next steps. So whatever we got to do to roll up our sleeves and get it done, I'm all in.
Thank you. Yeah,
I have a quick question. So I know we can't have a social media page. but Does the Chamber of Commerce have a social media page?
they do.
Would it be possible that we could put posts on there like, oh, Newington Economic Development Council is doing this Hobby Odyssey for this month? Like, is it
Yeah.
possible we could piggyback off of their social media?
They have absolutely helped us.
Okay.
Yeah, in posting our passport, like all the things that we do.
Because I
So-
feel like that would be a
There was
really,
Strong line because they're paid and.
No, I mean, just so you're clear, the Newington Chamber is completely separate from the town.
yes,
It's run by membership. That's completely separate.
yes.
But we work
Cooperative.
very
I was
well.
gonna say,
Yeah.
we work very closely with them. Like, I'm
Correct.
not saying that we start posting every day, but like once a month or something like that for the hobby thing, or just like
Right.
for the town branding when there's big events, if we could just piggyback off. I don't know whether or not that's allowed or
Totally,
not.
but here's the thing, is like, just to give you an idea, like we said, the chamber has about just over 200
Yeah.
members. There's about 1,500 businesses in town.
Okay, so there's.
So it's like,
I understand.
it's great, they have great reach,
Yeah.
but there's still a lot
There's a lot of
that
untapped potential.
it's great, like, it's a great avenue for us to use for promotion and things. But at the same time, we're missing out
Yeah,
because we can't have our own kind of a thing, you know what I
Understood.
mean?
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, totally. Anything else with that?
On my end,
Alright.
no, I think just moving that forward and, I'm happy to hear that everyone wants to get involved, so I'll make sure to lean on people if I need it.
Excellent. All right, any new business? We don't really have anything down there. Does anyone? have
We're just
anything they wanna bring
regrouping
up?
after the holidays.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Is
Just
there
getting back
anything
on our
you want
feet.
to put on for new business for the future right now? If you don't, that's fine. We can just,
Say that again, Aaron.
If there's anything that we ever want to add under there,
like for next month, some kind of topic or whatever that you want to move forward with or whatever, I think.
Do you want me to throw an idea?
yeah, whatever.
All right, so I think one of the things in trying to really keep the idea of this master plan for downtown motivated with our community
Mhm.
would to be have some action going on downtown, even during the time where the decisions are still being made.
Mhm.
So, I mean, obviously very difficult to do things downtown in the cold, but as we come upon the spring, it might be good for us to have a few weekend events for families to come out to. That we could have the businesses downtown, not necessarily just downtown, but around town, be able to get out there and be a little bit more visible and provide a family-based. So here, let me just throw this out there. What if we were to have a bounce house Saturday and every business that wanted to sponsor a bounce house and pay for it, so it doesn't cost the committee anything, would be able to put it out there and they could have a representative from their company be there to manage their whatever unit they're sponsoring, have some signage put up for them. This would give them a little bit more exposure to the community and at the same time create a family event for moms and dads to bring their kids down, be in the bounce houses and things of that nature. I mean, we could do the same thing with like a food eating contest, bring the hot dog place on the Berlin Turnpike down and, have an event where the community would come out promoting businesses, but at the same time, creating a venue in the downtown area
Mhm.
so that we're already laying out the red carpet for what the expectation would look like when all the development is done. And
So I'll throw something out. We have a second home in Wilmington, Vermont. And they very much try to build that community. So in the cooler months, like the fall, they do a soup stroll. And so whoever wants to participate, the businesses put out a soup or a chili or I'm trying to think what else they did in the cooler weather. But they
Hot
had
cocoa?
activities. Yeah, hot cocoa.
Hot cider.
Hot cider, maybe there's a map where you stop at different places and you get, a roll at this place and you get soup at Jim's and you get coffee at, the other place.
So here's the other thing. So just like the chamber, when you say something,
mhm.
you gotta own it.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work, right?
Mhm.
Like everything she just said, that's a whole nother passport.
Yeah.
This is why we've only done one of
Yeah.
those things a year.
Mhm.
Because we need someone that actually does it full time.
And there's funds.
The other thing, the bounce house thing, great idea. I just know you can't do bounce house because of the enclosure with the kids. So you could do slides.
What do you mean the enclosures?
You can't like do a bounce house,
I don't know.
the insurance safety issue.
I mean, we'd have to, each
Just
person.
saying, like, don't say bounce house.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
see.
you could
Oh.
say like Like an inflatable slide.
Inflatable.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
inflatables.
Just
there you
saying,
Okay.
because we couldn't do that for the chamber and yeah, the whole thing.
Now, what about an adult bounce house?
Oh, man. Now we're talking.
Give everybody.
I'm
big
picturing like
boxes
an
of-
ice luge.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? There you go.
I guess what it would serve three purposes. Purpose one, give exposure to businesses, to our community. Exposure two, develop the clientele and the community engagement that we're looking for. And at the third time, really fortify the solidity of the master plan for downtown, that people are thinking about, hey, I'm gonna go downtown because there's something going on.
Mhm.
I mean, I look at some of the events that we do have and the attendance is spectacular. You know, the trick or treat event is huge. They used to do an Easter one. They don't do that now, but maybe that's something, you know, that could be revisited again. I remember our first year here 10
Completely
years
agree.
ago. 10 years
Completely
ago, it
agree.
was like, we had 300 people come through our front door. It was just like, it was unbelievable. So, you know, this is, it would serve the three purposes that we're hoping to accomplish in the big picture. Plus, if we're looking down the road as an EDC to bring in new businesses to the community, we would have a track record of events that would appeal to vendors that may be on the fence of whether they want to bring their business to downtown and say, oh, there's a lot of community involvement here. That's really great. I can be part of that. We might be setting the stage for something a little bit bigger by doing those things. So just
So
throwing it out there.
let me say this. So, I've been thinking this for a very long time, but I haven't said it out loud yet.
There you go.
So here it is, ready? So years ago, and maybe you can help me with this if you were on this committee way back. There used to be a Newington Downtown Business Association. And from what I found out is that actually derived from the EDC.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Walter still
or-
holds the books for it right now.
Oh, really? Because Valerie.
It's closed. It's
Valerie
closed.
at French's has all the stuff.
Yeah, I think she's involved in it as well. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, they have been.
It's disbanded.
Yes, exactly.
Tomatoes.
And they're the ones that started the trick or treat stroll and the Easter
Right.
stroll and did it. So I don't know if that is something that we need to revive. And I don't know if that includes this
Yeah.
and the town.
I
Is
mean-
that something that just the small businesses in the center should come together and work on?
So Jim, you were talking about spraying. That might be a little aggressive. Okay, in terms of looking at, you know, putting something together. And then you gotta look at other events that are going on downtown.
Mhm.
I don't know if the car show is still.
Right
going on.
now, there's almost zero going on
Oh,
downtown.
okay,
Correct.
so there is some ideas, like you guys talked about a couple different things there. You talked about something for the kids and inflatables and such. You talked about foodie type stuff. I know several years back, there was some of our business owners were interested in like a, you know, in a foodie Friday or something to that effect, or foodie Saturday, where you would put out, you know, they would put out burgers or wings or,
Mhm.
and then, you know, to promote their business. So I'm just thinking, like, when you said spring's like 2-3 months away.
Mhm.
And I'm just don't know if that's, you know, enough time to sort of get this thing. But there's certainly, if there's nothing going on downtown and, you know, by the summertime, it certainly should be considered.
Yes, we need to do, I'd like to call it the spring stroll instead of the Easter stroll. And I think we should do that. Is that something that EDC does, or is that something that the businesses come together and do?
Well, if it's downtown, you're not having every business in town involved in it. So,
Correct.
yes, so your downtown is my guess is it would be your downtown businesses you would approach and ask them, you know, if they're wanting to do something of that.
Right. So Yeah.
Cause I don't think you're gonna draw anyone from
the term.
Fenn or
No, you're
Berlin
coming for the
Turnpike. I mean, you
stroll.
might,
Right.
you might.
Well, it
but-
could be like the trick or treat stroll, right? Where like when I was on the Berlin Turnpike, I came and set up a table and handed out candy. You
Yeah,
know,
and
so
we
you
do
could the
have
same
some
thing.
cottage industry and we do have some smaller businesses that are on second and third floors
Correct.
that may want to put a tent up downstairs on,
Totally.
like on the grassy knoll there in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, in order to have some exposure at an event like that.
Right.
People aren't gonna go upstairs in
Right.
some of those.
I have a question and I don't know if we have the answer to it. During COVID, in West Hartford is what I'm picturing, they kind of took over the streets and spread out onto the streets. And I know we did a little bit of that during COVID,
Mhm.
but in the warmer weather, do we want to try to get more stuff outside? Or the weather's not that predictable? I don't know.
Well, we're New Englanders.
Yeah, but I feel
Yeah.
like West Hartford, people go because you can walk from business to business to business, and
Yeah.
maybe we need to do more of that. Not that we want, we're a little nicer than West Hartford, but we'll try to use that as an example. I don't know if we have the businesses for that or the space.
I
for
mean,
that.
you've got the Berlin Turnpike, Fenn Road are mostly transient stops. People are coming and going. They're not staying. They're not lingering. And I don't think that they want them to hang out in those areas. But
Right.
downtown's a different story.
Right,
You know, downtown is community and it cries community. So in order for us to take advantage, I don't want to negatively take advantage, but take advantage of that opportunity,
Right.
we
Captive
build
audience.
something bigger than just an event.
music or.
And
and
yeah,
we have music
So
all
that's
over
why
town.
that's where I'm saying your idea is fantastic.
mhm.
This is a huge idea.
Yeah.
Weathersfield has Weathersfield shopkeepers.
There's no reason that we can't
Like
formulate a
things like
committee
that.
that's not necessarily all.
Right,
It's
you can
not,
form your own subcommittee. to
yeah, you have a
work on different-
subcommittee.
Yeah.
You know,
And the other thing I will do is I will put, how about if I put future EDC events under old business for next month? And you can carry on with this discussion. of
yes.
Okay,
Various events that you,
Perfect.
until you guys formalize something and start to move forward with it. We can
Perfect.
do that. And I wasn't trying to cut anybody off.
no,
from this
that makes
discussion.
perfect sense.
No, I appreciate it, cause if
Fine.
not, we'll just talk all night.
Yep.
We know
Yep.
ourselves, right?
And as far as what Kathy's asked about, like closing down the streets and stuff, obviously that's a bigger thing, but restaurants now by state statute are allowed to have outside dining
Okay,
without special permits and
Oh,
those
okay.
other things that were typically done in the past.
Okay.
So they can't have outside dining. Obviously, we have to make sure that we maintain the walkways on the public sidewalk and stuff like that and safety
Okay.
issues and whatnot. So, but it is allowable for.
okay, it feels like the whole thing, everything shifted after COVID, so it's like, okay, and that was a good thing. 'cause I
Yeah, and
feel
that was,
like
the part
it's-
of that was done was to try and keep the restaurants in business. That's why they
Yep.
put them outside. So,
Right.
during.
And you
that time.
cause we brought up food trucks, you just gotta be careful because the restaurants that you wouldn't want a donut truck to come
Park
in
front
the
of your
middle
lot,
of
yeah.
downtown, you know what I mean? So that's why.
No,
you know,
but there's a lot of like local food businesses here that would love to participate. if we
Two
were-
girls or
Yeah.
two gals, I
Two
should
gals,
say.
yep,
Right. I
People
mean,
like that, they're
that's-
local
that-
businesses, they're
yes.
cottage industry businesses, so
Totally.
we wanna, we wanna
Support them.
identify that they're actually a member of the business community, so.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yes, especially if they're another Newington business.
Yeah.
But, when you bring in a, Maine seafood lobster food truck in the middle of downtown,
That's just self-serving.
the other businesses are like, what the heck is going on?
yeah, or a pizza truck parked in
Like,
front of Newington
I
Pizza.
mean, yeah.
That would be insulting.
Exactly, but that's why at the, I want to say Winterfest, because I'm excited about next week at the library, but,
The
Waterfall Festival, that's why you don't really do food trucks because you want people to go to Steve's and Newington Pizza that day
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
stuff. But
So
yeah,
what you may-
but yes, this is,
oh, sorry, Eric. go-
No, what you may want to try and do too is dovetail off of some of these events or concerts that the Parks has in the center. They're already having live music. Hey, here's a chance to just
Yeah,
you know,
leave your doors
you're-
open, put a
You're
few
gonna have
tables
people there
outside.
going to at least for the show, and then if you have other things going on, it's like, hey, wow, like you said, it's like, hey, this is kind of cool. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's a
stuff
good
going on.
idea.
And
Not
one
starting
step,
from
one
zero.
step further, you can even offer when they're doing it even in Mill Pond Park, because you can still walk to the center of town,
Yeah,
And hear the music too.
right?
very easily.
I mean,
Do they do concerts in front of you anymore?
Mhm.
I know they did it during the,
June
Flea market,
is,
but-
June is Saturdays, July is Sundays, I believe.
okay,
yeah, so I'm saying. you
That's
have-
Park and Recs.
It is park and
Yes.
right.
Bill books them all, so that way you guys know when they're gonna be, and you can just kind of do even
Tag team.
honestly,
Yeah, or,
pop-up events, almost.
Piggyback, yeah.
Totally,
That's a good idea, Eric.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, you let the businesses know, hey, this is, you know, we're gonna be doing boom.
Let's
with-
take
with this
advantage of
concept.
it and show them who Newington is. Okay.
Just a thought.
Good thought.
All right, cool.
We need a full-time director.
Yes. All right, Eric, town planning update. This is the point where Eric tells us what's going on in town.
Well, what I can, sure.
Ah.
So I think we talked about some of these last time, but for the new members, we have a few applications coming up before the planning commission next week. We have an application for the Quick Stop on Willard and Robbins. They're gonna convert from a convenience store to a straight liquor store. That's what they want to do.
Oh,
I'm told the Mexican pizza place will still stay there.
Oh, I heard that they were shutting down, so they are still staying?
I heard they were staying or they were gonna get another, I was told that tenant was gonna stay, but they also, they were exploring other food tenants for that space, so
Gotcha.
I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know
Mm.
how that will work. 217 Kelsey Street, which is Prime Burger. They have a public hearing to add live entertainment to their liquor license.
Oh, I didn't know you needed a separate license for that.
You don't need separate, it's basically an addendum to their liquor license, but
Oh,
the planning and zoning commission reviews it just because we gotta make sure that it's not outdoors, it's not next to residential, it's gonna,
Okay.
conflict. Oh, we wanna start concerts at 2 AM, so it's just,
okay.
it's kind of protecting the public in that aspect.
Mhm.
40 Commerce Court, which is the old Progressive. Right, yeah. Attention to detail is moving there from Middletown. And he's gonna be enclosing the two canopy areas as part of his new business.
Is that by Big Sky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we got those three
that's
things. Next item is you still have money left in your budget.
Look at
So
us.
think about some ways to spend that so you can get some money next year.
Don't
So-
tempt me with a good time.
I'm
guessing you
I
the
know
money
we
to
are
pay an
supposed to-
economic development director.
Right?
How
Yes,
much money do we have left?
$17.
I know.
No, I think you got what, 3,500 last year and your printing costs were nominal
Right,
this year, $500 maybe.
right.
I don't know the exact numbers, so.
Can we earmark any of it for next year or we have to?
You
use
would
it?
have to get a PO cut for something tangible.
But we have until May to use this money.
My first thought,
Is it May?
June 30th.
June 3rd. So.
Oh, that's great.
Spring stroll, we can do, let's.
Yeah, so you have
brainstorm.
money to do some events
okay.
or some flyers or whatever.
Because the spring starts in March, it still goes until like June, so you can still call it a spring stroll even on June first.
Well, we're just renaming it so that
You
people
call
don't
it
freak
whatever you
out.
want.
from
Yeah,
calling
because
it
of the
Easter.
religious.
So, exactly.
connotation,
So I would think
Religious
somewhere
people.
around April or somewhere around April or something,
Hmm.
we'll talk about it next month, right?
We'll pray about it.
So,
We
and
can pray about
then
it.
a couple other items of note, probably most of you seen it or heard it. GameStop is closing next week, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's more of a national thing.
I
They're
was gonna say
closing a
that.
bunch of stores. Newington's one of the one, I think the 15th of January, they're closing.
Maybe if they didn't price gouge and rip off all their customer base, they'd stay open, but that's neither here nor there.
Sounds like a true gamer.
What was, we did approve, I don't know if we talked about this last month, the Barnes and Noble up by the mall, which is partially in Newington,
Yeah.
that their lease is up next month. They will not be renewed. There's gonna be a new tenant in there. In the back end, the portion in Newington, a swim school was approved there. And then they're gonna put a couple other tenants in the front, but that's in Farmington, so we don't necessarily care about that. But That's that.
Literally half the buildings in Newington have one in
Yeah.
Farmington.
And then, so I said that, the new grocery store, Market 32, which is the upscale Price Chopper.
Mhm.
They have applied for their building permits to fit out the shell. They anticipate, I don't know what their completion date is. I believe late summer is what they're thinking.
Wow.
And they, an article did come out week of Christmas that the Price Chopper itself will close when Market 32 opens, which was not unexpected.
Is Market 32 and Price Chopper owned by like the same?
Yeah, it's just
like a
it's-
Walmart Sam's Club. type
Yeah,
of
it's their
deal?
upscale
It's
grocery
the,
store.
they just rename it, so it sounds
Honda Acura.
Gotcha,
Honda, a good way to put it, yeah.
understood.
Hopefully it'll be a little nicer inside than Price Chopper.
Yeah, and that will leave,
Brand spanking new, it'll be real nice.
Yeah.
so, and they're gonna have obviously built-in 265 apartments right next door.
That
And,
helps.
yeah. So,
Do we know how full those are?
I believe they were 85% occupied. They were doing very well.
How
It's
about
in-
the Pike, do you know?
I haven't gotten numbers for them in about a year,
Okay.
and they had just opened about a year ago, and they were like at 15%, something like that.
I
Is
see,
was-
I see a lot of signs for 3 months if you sign a lease.
At the
or-
Pike?
I don't know, all over town. It
The
seems to-
Cedar Point,
Mhm.
are they all up and running now?
They have one more building that they are
Okay.
still gonna build at some
Okay.
point in the future, once they get their financing squared away. Now, that building will be closer to Cedar Street, right,
Okay.
right next to the Dunkin', actually.
But then, what else is being built over there? right
There's
now?
4 pads next to, well, there's where they're building the new garage further down Cedar Street, closer to the gas station. They keep getting fire calls. I should know the name of the plaza.
Or Stop and Shop, no.
Close, when you're down Cedar Street, on the right-hand side, they're building apartments and they have a
Before the
parking
gas
garage.
station.
Oh, you mean the garage down on, it's on
Callahan's.
Myra Way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many, there's like 4 pads down there. How many apartments are going in?
No, that's what you're seeing, you've seen the parking garage go up.
Yep.
And that's gonna be enclosed, the apartments are gonna be around it and underneath it, or
Okay.
above it. So it's all gonna be one building, there's no other, yeah. It's one
Oh.
building, it's basically gonna max out that site.
Wow,
All the,
okay.
all the parking is interior and that will leave, over on Myra Cone, that will leave one undeveloped property, just right past the gas station as you're
Mhm.
heading down towards Fast Track over there. There's a little parcel left. Wow.
Okay.
It's gonna be some massive congestion down there.
It's already a pain in
There's
the
a lot
butt.
going
to get
on
to
down
this
there.
Neighborhood.
So are there any other questions that I may be able to answer?
Just one last thing.
Yeah,
Can you restate the dates on Market 32? What did you say?
They've pulled their permits. I've heard that they anticipate, having a late summer opening
Okay.
and
Sounds
and
reasonable.
whatever that transition is between Price Chopper and.
Price Chopper's gonna stay open, you think, until they're,
That's kind of what I've gotten out of this thing, stuff I've seen online, is they intend on keeping it open until they don't.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna hurt that plaza.
Yeah.
it's going to, yes.
It's okay, that used to be in Ames. It'll be fine.
And service merchandise.
I'm
Oh,
dating
wow.
myself.
Wow, that's an old one.
Oh, see, I remember service merchandise being,
Next to Caldor's.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Was service merchandise up there before? Oh, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
gems.
Gems, that's what I was trying
Ah,
That's
there we
before
go.
me. Okay.
Yeah.
to think of. Great American Skate
Interesting.
Park.
It would make a really good skate spot,
Yeah.
that.
There used to be roller skating where the furniture place is now.
Yep.
Oh, the old Dick's was roller skating?
skating.
Wow.
Yes, Hunter. Yes, I have
I
your
got
hand
it.
raised.
What's up, Hunter?
Oh, it just on the budget question, does it make sense for us to make or get a quote for like a generic business card of some kind that we can write our information on the back of when we go and speak to these businesses?
Yes.
That's a very
Business
good
cards.
idea.
We have a vendor that does business cards for the town. I don't know what the
Perfect,
cost
let's
is.
spend some money and get us business
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, we don't
Let's
need
get
our
you-
names on them. We can just write them. We can just.
Do we want
We need
just
a motion?
plain
Make a motion to
ones
get
and then
business
you can
cards?
just write your name and your information on it? Yes, we'd like some generic ones. We do have an email address. For some reason, we're about to have an email
We used to
address. Don't
have-
tell anybody.
We used to have personal business cards for EDC a few years ago.
Okay.
So
Could we
could-
print our email address on
well, the email address you have, who monitors it?
Well, Tiffany did, so.
Oh, I'm just asking,
Someone-
obviously,
someone else
someone's gonna
can.
have to monitor it. If you're
Right.
gonna put it on there, someone's
Right.
gonna have to
Right.
constantly be checking it.
Do we want it on
Somebody
there or
that's not
not?
me.
Yeah, not Eric.
You want to monitor
I'll
the
monitor.
email? Okay, I'll get you the information.
Sounds good.
100,
190 members. Oh.
there you go. It was
Is it,
usually
is it
about
a,
200.
is it a newingtoncv.gov address? Do you know?
No,
Oh,
that's why we monitor it.
okay,
If
well, that's
not, we
fine.
wouldn't be allowed to. It's a, is it a Gmail? I think it's a Gmail. Isn't it newingtonedc@gmail.com? It was on the back of the
You
passport.
just lost your email address.
I know. Now Jonathan's watching and that's it. We had it for the passport. If anybody had any questions, that's the only time we ever used it. All right, yeah, get us,
I'll get an idea of the business cards.
there you go. Okay, public participation. They're like, I'm not getting up. Okay, Commissioner comments.
No one online has their hand raised.
Commissioner comments, which unfortunately we're very loosey-goosey here and we talk the whole time. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
We're just breaking in the new guys.
I'm good. Okay. Adjournment. Can I get a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
I think everyone motioned.
All at once.
And a second?
Aye.
Excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you for coming. Oh, our new meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Next meeting is the first
Thursday.
Thursday.
Second Thursday.
Second Thursday.
Next
first
meeting
Thursday,
is
I believe, is
February
zoning board
12th
appeals.
at 6 p.m.
February 12th at 6 p.m., guys. You got that?
Very
Okay.
good. 6
Time.
p.m. Okay.
Right. I hope that's good for everybody because we were pretty excited. We were able to change it to 6.
At 6.
Good night.
So it's the second